Sailing combat has been basically completely overhauled at this point. Jagex heard us, they heard the complaints, and they addressed them. There's a lot of big changes, so this video is going to be an overview of the ship combat changes, the update, as well as a guide on killing the new monster, the Veiled Kraken. So to start off, you may notice that I have two cannons on one side of my boat. Well, they added two new boat facilities on the sloop. So now you can have two cannons on the same side. You can only have a maximum of two cannons, though. You can't have four. When I first saw this, I got all excited thinking I could have four cannons up at once. No, you can only have two. But now you can have them both on the same side, so you don't have to do the wiggle method, which was kind of annoying, or line the monster up directly in front of your boat. Much easier now, much more convenient. And in addition to that, they also changed cannons. They heard that people were complaining about using too many cannonballs, and it's true, you use tens of thousands of cannonballs doing these bounty tasks. Well, they made it so cannons shoot more slowly and do more damage. So in general, you're going to be using less cannonballs. In addition, they added this, the ballistic attractor. Now, to get the ballistic attractor, you have to talk to Ava. Ava will have a dialogue option. You have to select more options, and then she'll have something about, like, you'll be able to ask her, can you help me with cannonballs or something like that? And then she'll go on a rant, and she'll give you a schematic, which will teach you how to build the ballistic attractor. And this is insanely good. It recovers 60% of all cannonballs fired from your boat. So, must have if you plan on doing ship combat. Must have. Very, very good. The other big change, because there's a lot of changes, is they changed how you manage your crew. So there's different options now. If you remember in the past, it was kind of annoying. You basically had to cross them out and then toggle them on and then toggle them off to make sure they weren't unassigned to your target. It was very annoying. It was very tedious. Now, it's very simple. There's an option to have them follow your orders, which is what it's on right now for me. So if I target something, they will start shooting it, whatever it is. And there's another option. This is to make them stop, but there's another option right here, fire at will. This will just make them shoot anything that's in range, which is great for just, being as AFK as possible. And I'm positioned in such a way that I should be able to let them fire at will, and they'll just keep shooting this Veiled Kraken as it spawns. So much more convenient. Very good changes. Very good quality of life changes. Good job, Jagex. I love you. I love you. But yeah, really good changes. Really good changes. In addition to that, they also increased the looting speed. So you'll see when I throw out my net, once this Veiled Kraken dies, you'll see that I bring it in a lot quicker. In addition, you can also use telekinetic grab to loot stuff. So really good changes, because the looting could be kind of slow when especially if you throw out the net. Okay, I didn't even have to throw out the net. I could just reach it from there. But either way, let me do some alks here. Either way, very good changes. The other thing you may have noticed is I'm using a heavy ballista here, and I'm actually hitting pretty hard. Now, in the past, if you were using ranged or magic from the boat, the damage was squished down to, I believe, 22% of your max hit, which is less than 1/4 of your max hit. So it felt really bad to have like max range or max mage and be hitting like 7 damage. It didn't feel good. So they removed that entirely. You're no longer squished. Your damage is no longer squished during sailing combat, which is incredible. So you can be out there with a bofa, with whatever, and you'll be hitting just as hard as you usually would. Great change. That also incentivizes you more to bring like ranging potions and to, use a rigor or whatever. Great changes. I really like these changes. I think all of this is great. I would have liked this a little earlier, because I got 99 sailing pretty much exclusively doing bounty tasks, mostly albatross, because they were really good gold at the time, and probably are still really good gold. But yeah, these are great, great changes. And the last thing that I want to go over is this right here, the Veiled Kraken. This is a new monster, completely new, just got added yesterday, I believe. I actually just found out about this update this morning, and just immediately wanted to make this video because I thought this was a great update. Because, not gonna lie, ship combat was kind of trash in the past. But check this out. Here, let me hide my camera for a second, so you can see this. Boom. This is the new Veiled Kraken monster. So, here they are on the map. These are all the locations you can find them. I'm currently down here. So that's They're you need to have kelp resistance to reach them. And there are 2 bounty tasks. Now I checked and I couldn't find either of these bounty tasks, so but you know you can look for them if you want. Deep Point or Port Tyrus, either or. But look at these drops. Not incredible gold per kill, but cool drops. It's another way to get keel parts and get the dragon cannon, metal sheets, large dragon keel parts. So pretty cool monster. Decent drops, herbs, alks. Yeah, they can drop the broken dragon cannon. Really cool addition. Really cool monster. And the other thing, oh, that I should probably actually showcase before I close that. One other thing to note about them is that they are weak. This is very strange. I've never seen this before. They are weak to heavy ranged. And you can tell by right here. Their range defense +0 to bolts. That's heavy range. So that includes heavy ballista, crossbow. So if you're fighting these, you want to use, yeah, your best crossbow or a heavy ballista. And that's how you do more damage to them. They also have a flat armor of 15, which means it will squash your damage. Yeah, flat armor 15 right there. Which means they will squash your damage by 15. So let me turn the camera back on here. There I am. So basically you have to hit at least 15 to damage them at all. So yeah, that flat armor is really annoying, but it incentivizes you to use the ballista. But again, crossbow or heavy ballista should both be great here. And yeah, this is how I'm doing them. I'm just sitting here, got these 2 guys on the rune cannon. I use Cabin Boy Jenkins to repair. I have repair kits in my chest here. They do a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage. I just have a rune keel, and they hit me super hard. So honestly, these monsters seem like they were made more for like people with a dragon keel and fully upgraded bow. But it's doable. It's not that big of a deal. Repair kits are pretty cheap anyway, and the kill time's really not that bad. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm probably going to grind these a lot, see what I can get. Maybe I can make some decent GP, get some of those dragon keel parts and sell them. But yeah, I'm really liking this update. Good job, Jagex. You listened, you heard us. So yeah, big takeaway. Get the ballistic attractor. Very good. Very, very good. And if you want to kill these veiled Kraken, I recommend using a heavy ballista or using your best crossbow. I assume heavy ballista is better just because of their flat armor mechanic. But yeah, that's about it. Cool update. Thank you, Jagex. Thank you for listening. They heard us. They changed ship combat. They actually made it a lot better and a lot more enjoyable. And they added a new monster too. So get out there, kill it, get some dragon keel parts, have some fun doing some ship combat. And thanks for watching. Peace.